Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through. Hey, nearly near the end of the month, so it's a real, I think it's testimony that you came out here. You know, most people are on that end of the month salty crack right now. They're not coming out on a night like this. But thank you for coming out and for spending some time with us over the next 45 minutes. I'm going to spend some time talking about DuePoint. That's where you're at this evening. For all of you in the audience and for all of you watching live this evening, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. So take some time afterwards. Go spend some time on the internet, look us up, get comfortable with who we are, and then spend some time on your way out tonight looking at the wall next to our front door. All of our licenses are up there, all of our associations. Be comfortable with who you're dealing with here. We are nearly 70 years old as an insurance company, so this is not a new startup here in South Africa, in the South African financial services context. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP number over there. Go find us on the FSB's website as well. I want you to be comfortable as well with the team here at DuePoint. Probably the most important aspect of the DuePoint system is that we're here. This is a South African homegrown business, and in these four walls, you can always find us. We have a local client service department. We have a website. We have all sorts of ways of you getting to find us when you need us. This is not like what we normally see out there, where you've got to Skype some guy in from Russia or from America or from Australia. No, here you will find us right here. That's the most important aspect, we believe, of our team. Now, we've got all the requisite skills. I've been in the financial services space for nearly 20 years. My name, incidentally, is Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here. I'm a chartered accountant. I've had the experience in the financial services space. We've got Tim next to me. He comes out of the banking industry, spending 15 years with the First Rand Group. He brings all of those skills to the team. We've got Stacey, who's our auditing expert, worked for Deloitte both locally and overseas for years. And then we've got Jane. Jane's from the UK, but she has spent the last 10 years here in South Africa, and she specializes in direct selling. And then you've got Rob over here. Rob's our design guy. He spent 20 years running his own digital design firm called Wide that specialized in the financial services space. So I want you to have confidence with us here. But like I said, the most important fact is you will always find us right here, Monday to Saturday, in this building. Now, what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we have two objectives. Our primary objective is to put into the hands of South Africans a tool that creates stable, recurring income for them that they are in control of. Right now in South Africa, you know, we're dealing with a very unstable economy. In fact, we're dealing with a shrinking economy, which means that every month there are more and more people becoming unemployed. So even if you've got a job right now, I wouldn't describe it as recurring income. At any point in the future, that job could vanish in a flash, especially as our economy shrinks. The other thing, of course, is we have no control over our income. As employees, someone else will tell us what we earn, what increase we get, and what bonus that we get. We have no say in that. Everyone around us is our competition in the employment place for the few promotional positions that are available. Now, what we want to do is put the control back in your hands. We want to put this tool in your hand that you can control and that you can start creating reliable and stable income with. And if we do that, we believe we can start curing some of the systemic problems that we have in South Africa. You know you don't earn enough. Really, nobody earns enough in South Africa. Just today, I was reading more articles about how they think that in South Africa, the average income to expense ratio is 2 to 1. People have got double the amount of expenditure that they're actually earning. Now, how do we fill the gap between what we need to survive and what we're earning? Well, how do we fill it? Well, we've filled it with debt. That's what we've done. We've filled it with debt. We've invented all sorts of different ways. Every single scenario in our lives is paid for via debt. We have to. We have no other choice. If we had another choice, we'd be doing it. The lottery has been letting us all down, hasn't it? Yeah, the lottery has let you down, hasn't it? It's let me down many times. You know, we don't have another option. We don't. And so we've bridged the gap with debt. And the debt is a poison. It's a poison in our personal financial economy. It just poisons us, never goes away. We hand it over generation to generation. We never get free of it. Now, if we've put a tool in your hand that you can control, that creates free cash flow for you, our hope is that we can replace this debt with that. Our hope is, too, that we can get you on top of the normal day-to-day crisis that happen. Every month there's something happening in your life. Car accident, kid gets sick, granny dies, and you've got to contribute to the funeral. Every one of us have got these things in our lives, and we don't have the cash to cover them when they occur. We hope we can put you in that position. And then lastly, we hope to prepare you for the end game. None of us, according to research that was done last year in September, 99.5%, basically none of us, are going to be ready for retirement. We're still going to have costs. We're still going to have expenditure when we retire one day. This we know. But who's going to cover those costs when we physically cannot work anymore, or when people won't hire us anymore? Well, our hope is that with this tool, if you've built an income over time with this tool, when you hit retirement, you can actually retire. Because whether you're sick in hospital or away on holiday, the income should be coming in on a recurring and stable basis through this system. That's our primary objective. Our secondary objective is that we're building a 21st century company here. We want to build a pipeline between you and the heart of our business. We want you in direct communication and contact with us here at DuePoint on a 24-hour-a-day basis anywhere in the world. We don't want you to have to come to our office. We don't want you to have to wait until we open our doors at 8 o'clock in the morning. We want you in direct communication and contact with us. Now, with these two objectives in mind, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is super simple. What it does is it allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you have one task. That one task is to connect individuals to us here at DuePoint. It's not selling. It's not advertising, it's not Facebooking, it's not advising, it's not any of the things you might have had to do in the past. It is simply connecting individuals to us. Now, as you do that, you create market penetration. As you create market penetration, you give for us, you create for us channels of distribution into which we can come as DuePoint and facilitate the purchase of our products. Once we've done that, we create revenue for ourselves. That revenue translates into that extra income, that extra recurring income that I've been talking about. Now, nobody here at DuePoint is ever going to ask you to quit your job. That would be absolutely ridiculous. This tool, this system that we have created, we believe plugs onto your current life. Whatever you're doing, you plug this on. And it is used then to advance your income. So whatever you're creating right now as your normal salary, that stays the same. Nothing is taken away from that. Our hope is that you can add to it with this tool on a recurring basis. Now, why is it recurring? Well, we don't peddle goods here. That creates recurring expenditure, where you have to go and buy boxes of things every month and sell it to your friends who don't want to buy it. That's expenditure, okay? Here, that does not exist. We have tried our best at DuePoint to eliminate cost for our wealth engineers. We use financial services and lifestyle products as our mechanism of creating the income, and those are run on monthly debit orders. And those debit orders are run via a computer system. So again, whether you're lying on the beach or lying in hospital, every month the computer system raises those debit orders. And where those debit orders are paid, your income comes in. In time, as you build stable channels of distribution for DuePoint, your income becomes recurring and stable, and our hope is for a lifetime. Now, that's the first layer of our system. The second layer of our system is your ability to duplicate yourself in others. Because you don't have a lot of time. People are always telling us, I don't have time for this, Brendan. Welcome. Welcome to the club. This is the club where you don't have time. You come here, you see. That is the very thing we're trying to solve here at DuePoint, is that people don't have time. But where you've got a little bit of time and you can leverage the time and energy and thought of many others, you accumulate time to yourself that allows you to grow your income off of the energy and efforts of others as well as your own. This gives you a business that creates income for you on a 24-hour basis, and not just during the 8 hours that you can work in a day. It actually expands your capability. It's one of the fundamental precepts of the system that we have made here. Now, what's critical for you to know is that you're not an employee of ours. We're not hiring, we're not recruiting, you're not sponsoring, okay? That's not what we do here. You're an independent wealth engineer of ours with a tool. That's all you got. And you will choose what you want to do with that tool, whether you want to spend lots of time on it or a little bit of time on it. That's completely up to you. It's an interesting tool, though. It's an input-output tool. Whatever you put in, it's going to put out. You put a lot in, it'll put a lot out. If you put bad in, it'll put bad out. But it's your tool, and you decide completely independently what you're going to do with it. Now, folks, as I've started to say to you, there is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. And this is something I think many people confuse. There is no cost to being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. You do not have to buy a starter kit. You don't have to pay an entrance fee like you see. No, just for 30,000 Rand you can be in, you know. No, there is no entrance fee. There's no monthly fee. There's no application form fee. As I told you, it's best we could. We tried to eliminate cost in the system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer here. And that product you can buy directly from Constantia at the same price. There is no cost to being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. Now, There is also no need for any specific qualification or experience. This is financial services. You know that in this market we're highly regulated. So generally you have to have written regulatory exams. You have to have NQF level 5 education. You need to have had years of experience in the industry before you can even touch it. Okay? Well, our hope is that through this system we can start transforming this industry a little bit by letting all in, because as wealth engineers, you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not financial advisors, you're not even sales or marketing people. All you do is connect people to DuePoint. It is a system of complete convenience for you, but it is one that creates real assets in the hands of South Africans. And that's the other thing we hope to do here. We want to create something of legacy. Something of legacy means that when you pass away, it can be handed over to your children. Right now, that doesn't happen. You know, you've got a job. Your job is creating poverty. You were going to say wealth, hey, or income. Huh? It's creating poverty, isn't it? You're earning less than you need to survive. Okay, fine. That's debatable, but I believe that jobs do that. But nonetheless, when that job stops, your children can't come into the spot that you sat in and take it over. Okay? No, they can't. But what we create, because our income is recurring, it is now something you can price. Your channel for us is something you can price. And because you can price it, you can sell it. You can transfer it, and it is going to be handed over to your children one day when you pass away. And so instead of doing what we do, which is hand debt over to our children every generation, continuing the cycle of poverty, you are now able to hand something over that generates income and is a legacy of the life you lived. That is a real change in the direction of what we're trying to achieve here in South Africa. And that's what we hope to do with these assets. Do you form part of the sales transaction? Absolutely not. No selling. So for all of you who are like, I don't want to sell, I used to sell and I hate it, or no, I've never had a sales personality, good news. You form zero part of the sales transaction here at DuePoint. That's our task as DuePoint, not yours. Your task is to connect individuals to us. You also don't ever do any presentations. What a relief. From anybody who's been involved in direct selling before, you've got to come and learn all about the products, get accredited, then you've got to learn how to present and get accredited, and then you've got to find a venue, more cost, and none of that exists at DuePoint. There's only two people that present at DuePoint, me and Rob, and tonight you're lucky because I'm much better than Rob, and that's the night you've selected. It's a night about facts. I'm just talking facts tonight. It's just facts. All right, so you have one task. Not presenting, not selling, just connecting. How do you connect people to DuePoint? Well, there's 4 ways. There's only 4 ways. Facebook is not one of them. WhatsApp is not one of them. Gumtree is not one of them, okay? All of those are not ways you connect people to DuePoint, all right? The 4 ways are, first of all, you can go and pick up one of our USB sticks from our information counter, or you can order it at info@duepoint.net. $150, you've got a presentation on a stick. Anywhere you are, if there's a smart TV or computer, you plug it in, and there I am doing the presentation, okay? The second way is you can bring people here. Bring them to this room. If you're in Gauteng and you can get to it, you can be part of our live studio audience, okay, as we record these presentations Monday through Saturday. Monday through Saturday, night times, lunch times, mornings. You can bring people here. We do the presentations as we record them, okay. And then the third way, the most important way, is our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has all of our presentations on it. And it means that any time of the day, anywhere in the country, you can click a button, and there we are presenting the DuePoint opportunity to you. That means you never have to come to this office. Now, I get a lot of people saying, no, Brendan, people must see the office before they'll believe it's legitimate. All right, no, that's what they say. I know, that's right. Saturday mornings, complete nightmare. 5,000 people descend on this office park. It's a complete nightmare. Guys, have any of you been to Google's head office? No. But are you happy it's a legitimate company? No, you are. Hey, okay. Now, what about Facebook's head office? No one's been to it. But you're happy that's a legitimate company. Why is our 65-year-old insurance company not legitimate until you've seen the paint on the walls? Why? We have to change that mindset. This is a nationwide business. One day it'll be a continent-wide business. Are you going to get the people from Nigeria, or Morocco, all the way down to here? No, until I see the bricks and mortar, I don't believe it's legit. No, guys, that's the old-fashioned. This is 21st century. You don't have to come here. When you're here, you're just part of our audience as we film these presentations. Your number one tool is our YouTube channel. DuePoint channel, anytime, anywhere, all of our presentations are there. Pick your favorites and connect people to DuePoint. Total convenience for you. And then the fourth way, folks, is through our live streams. Every day, every presentation is live streamed across the country. So if you're at work, at home, at church, in a coffee shop, it doesn't matter. As long as you've got a screen and an internet connection, you can tune in live as we record these presentations. And there we are with all your friends and acquaintances in front of you doing the presentation. This is a system of complete convenience for you. Now, as you do that, some of the people that you talk to and connect to DuePoint are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do here and will want to become wealth engineers. When they do, we will allocate them to you and your channel is born. These folk will go out, and some of the people they connect to DuePoint, not all of them, but some of them, will become wealth engineers as well. And we'll allocate them to you again and again and again and again until you've got droves of people across the country, as many of our wealth engineers do, connecting people to DuePoint and expanding this channel of distribution you've created for us 24 hours a day. Then we come along as DuePoint. We do, not you. And we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel, and your income is born. Now, what is very, very important for you to note is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. It's not a scheme of any kind. We are a licensed and listed insurance company. We have 8 regulators that look after us, and probably coming up on about 150 pieces of legislation. Okay? It is out of control, the amount of control that is over our business. This is a genuine income earning opportunity, which means, like anything genuine in life, it's going to take time before it changes your life. And that is the catch. People say, what's the catch? This is too good to be true. What's the catch? Here's the catch. Your payment for success at DuePoint is time. That's what it is. You're going to pay with time and energy and thought and persistency. If you don't put that in, you're not going to go anywhere. It's so easy to earn a little bit of money at DuePoint, but if you want to change your life, you're going to pay with time. Now, how do we do it? Well, there's 2 ways that you are rewarded in our system. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every time someone in your channel makes a product payment successfully via debit order, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment was made. So, for instance, you go out, you chat to a couple of your friends, 1 or 2 of them become wealth engineers, they make their product payments successfully, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand. This is the 21st century. It's not R1.50 or R5.50 or R12.26. I have seen all those numbers. You can't buy nothing for R12.26 in the 21st century. You can't. But 55 Rand, that's material that's significant. You feel it as it comes in. You talk to a few, well, these folk go out, they chat to a few of their friends, a handful of them become wealth engineers, and they pay for their products. Again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. That's 55 Rand. You've been here 5 minutes in this particular example, a handful of dots on the screen, and you're earning around about 1,000 Rand a month. Around about 1,000 Rand a month. Now, that's not life-changing, but it's already something being felt into your bank account. That's what we want to achieve. Now, you spend a little bit more time, a little bit more energy, and your channel continues to grow. As you do, you earn on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. But there's no limit to how much you can earn in the DuePoint system. From the 8th point onwards, you always get 4% of R27.50 as long as you qualify to earn. How do you qualify to earn? We've got a 6-minute video. That's how complicated my system, and it took me 6 minutes to explain it, that you can watch on YouTube that'll tell you how to qualify. It's that simple, okay? And as long as you qualify to earn, your channel can be as big as you can make it in your lifetime. And then you can hand it over to your children. They can carry on. We want to create that legacy. We do not want to limit your potential or the generations to come's potential. We want you to grow it and qualify to earn as you do. Now, practically speaking, how much does this translate into? Well, of course, it's different for everyone. Every one of you is going to build differently. Some of you are not going to build at all. In fact, the vast majority of you are not going to build at all. It's very sad. I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to carry on that treadmill. You know, the treadmill that they're waiting for you to die on, and then they'll replace you with a fresh new model. That one? I don't know, but the vast majority of people after tonight will do nothing. Then some of you will run at a medium pace, and you'll grow steadily over time and possibly change your retirements permanently. And then there's some of you that are going to shoot the lights out and going to go from 0 to 100 in no time at all. Everybody builds differently. So how could we answer this question? Well, we went away, we took about 2 decades of information, and we gathered it up, and we did a whole lot of mathematics on it, and we came up with what we believe is a reasonable and conservative growth rate that can reflect what you could potentially earn here. So we call it the 3+2 growth rate. It says that in your first month with us, you have to put just 3 people on your first point. 3 people in a month. That's hardly onerous, okay? Then every month thereafter, you've got to put 2 people on your first point. That's 1 every 2 weeks, okay? Again, not particularly onerous, but you have to be persistent at it. Every month, 2 more people, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, including Christmas, including Easter, including your birthday month, or plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. If you can do that, and you can work with the people that you put in to do the same thing, and we apply our maths, so cancellations, lapses, people not doing 3 plus 2, we put that all into the maths. We believe that after 6 months of you doing that, you can reasonably expect to be earning around 2,500 rand a month. 2,500 rand a month, it's not life-changing, but it is 30,000 rand a year that you've added to your household's cash flow. Okay. Now, if you can push through to a year, we reckon that's about 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month. 9 to 10, 120,000 rand a year. 120,000 rand a year. Fantastic. But that's 12 months of effort. 12 months. We're not very good at effort in South Africa. We're not. We're quite good at quitting at about there. Okay? That's where we quit. What happens is it's my personal rule. It's called the 90-day rule. You'll come in, you'll go and you'll buy all the memory sticks and the business cards, and you'll get it all done, and then you'll go and you'll talk to your dad, and you'll say, you are not going to believe this thing I've seen. And you will give him the 30-second version of the hour I give you tonight, completely incorrectly, and he'll go, pyramid scheme. Which, of course, it's not, but he will go, and you will go, oh. Then you'll go to your brother, and your brother will laugh at you and go, you fell for another one, you know, and so on. And then you'll come to me at 90 days, and you'll say, Brendan, your business doesn't work. I quit. Here's your business cards, and I quit. Folks, you've got 51 million tries at this business because there's 51 million people in South Africa. Your dad and your brother will say no out of a matter of principle. If you had bought a new car, they would have told you you'd bought it in the wrong color. This is a principle thing, okay? It's a principle thing. But they're good for practice, though, okay? Because they'll bring up all the nonsense like it's a pyramid and it's a this, which it's not. Clearly, we're not regulated to the teeth to have designed something like that. Folks, it takes commitment and time and persistence. You're going to be very frustrated with people for a long time until you break free through the system. You've got to put the time in. 1 year from now, spring next year, you could be earning 10,000 rand a month more. You could be. And we think that that's a reasonable target for you to be aiming at. 10,000 rand a month. What does it feel like? Think about your money now. You haven't quit your job. Whatever you're getting in now, what does it feel like to have the extra 10? You know, you go to Facebook, they tell you 100,000 rand in 3 months. No one gets that, okay, because it's not real. And second of all, we don't need 100,000 rand a month. What does 10 grand a month do for your economy? Okay. Now, if you can push through to 2 years, okay, now you've got to be stubborn and thick-skinned and determined. We reckon you'll be earning around 27 to 30,000 rand a month. That's 360,000 rand a year. If you can do 3 years with us, we reckon it'll be about 45 to 50,000 rand a month, 600,000 a year. If you can do 4 years with us, we reckon it'll be about 60 to 65,000 rand a month, 720,000 rand a year. Really beyond the aspirations of most, and very few of you will stick it out that long, okay, sadly. And if you can do half a decade with us, 60 months, 5 years, not 5 months, not 5 minutes, not the first 5 people you talk to, 5 years, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be earning around 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's R1 million a year. Now, I get 2 reactions to that. The first, oddly enough, the most common one, is that that's too slow. We need to be earning faster than that. I'm sorry, I have to refer you back to Facebook. This is the real deal. The real deal. Genuine, stable, recurring, and hopefully lifetime long income. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to build it like you built your career. How many decades have you spent in your career? Has it got you to even year 2 yet? You know, for most, no. Maybe some to year 2, but definitely not to year 3. 45 to 50,000 rand a month. Not many are on that. Okay. And that's 3 years. You've spent 15 years already. You know, there was an article 2 weeks ago in the newspaper that said most people start hating their jobs at 35. That's around about the time that you realize you're not going straight to CEO. Because before then, you thought that that was what was going to happen. You did. I love it. I have people at university. I'm studying to be a chartered accountant. I'm studying to be a lawyer. I'm studying to be an actuary. I'm going straight to the top. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Statistically, you're not. There's a handful of CEOs earning more than R1 million a year in South Africa. There literally are. Statistically, you put it over the 50 million population, you're going to get struck by lightning first. You literally are. You literally are. And so, We say, okay, at 35, we realize that that's the truth. And we realize that 15 years in, we're nowhere near the CEO's office. And we have to start changing our ways. Now, that's what I'm saying here. Can you give 5 more years to this? You're not quitting your jobs. That's going to carry on as normal. You're going to carry on building your career, but we're going to plug this tool on. I'm going to plug this tool on, and you get to use it in your spare time to create an income. You put a little bit more time into it, it'll get more out for you. Maybe it takes you 10 years. I don't care. We don't care, as long as you're changing your future with this tool with us. And then the other reaction I get is that this is just marketing. Nobody earns this. Okay, nobody will ever get it. Good news, people are already earning it. Okay, so that one's ticked off. But, you know, fair enough. Let's look at a few people on the ground. Every month we pick a sample of people from across the country. Yep, they're earning a little bit of money with us. There's lots that aren't. There's no point in me showing you them. They didn't do anything with the tool, okay? But there's lots of people that are earning. We pick a handful of them every month. So here's this month's sample. Next month there'll be a new set. Here's Mulu. His name's too long for me to say. I don't have enough time tonight. Okay? Malu's a great guy. He's got an awesome testimony on our YouTube channel. Go watch it. He was hugely skeptical. He was scared. He said, there's no way they're not going to pay. It's another one of those things. Brought 3 people just to test the water. End of the month, guess what? The 65-year-old registered and listed licensed insurance company paid him. Funny that we would do that after we had promised to pay. We actually did. And then he thought, well, okay, they're actually paying. That's great. I'll put a few more people in, see what happens. And we paid him again. Then he was a believer. Okay, nothing like being paid for 2 months and you become a believer. So nonetheless, after that, he put a little bit of effort in, and 9 months later, he's on a channel worth 10,000 Rand a month. Okay, so I said it would take 6 months to 2,500, a year to 9 to 10,000. He's 9 months in, he wasted 2. He's 9 months in, so let's call it 7 months in, and he's on 10,000 Rand a month, 120,000. Now, list in your mind all those problems that could be solved with an extra 10 grand a month. He's in that position right now. You can be too. It might take you a year, it might take you 2 years, but you can be in that position as well with this tool. Then we've got Zongizwe from Kwamashu and KZN. Unemployed for 4 years. Unemployed. Said to her husband, cancel the DSTV. I need that money. I'm getting stuck in with DuePoint, and next month I'll be paying for DSTV with what I'm earning from DuePoint. 4 months. 4 months. So if you don't believe that this works, or it's one of those things that are 4 months, 12,000 Rand a month. 12 in 4 months. He's right. It can only be biblical. It can only be biblical to have done that in 4 months. She had time on her hands. She was unemployed. So she could put 10 hours in a day. You might not be able to do that. So this is not, I'm not like, you could be this. No, if you've got 10 hours a day, you can be this. But if you've got 2 hours a day, you've got 2 hours a day. It's going to take you longer. It doesn't matter. She's creating this recurring income for herself. Then we've got Siyabonga, Madadeni and KZN as well. 6 months. 6 months ago. And he's built a channel worth 12,000 bucks in 6 months. Great testimony. Go to YouTube, watch his testimony. As he talks about in 6 months building a channel that's worth 12,000 Rand a month to him right now. Then we've got Donnie van Wyk started with us, just to show you that white people can do this too. I get a lot of skepticals about that. Yes. When I talk to my peers, it's like talking to a concrete wall. Anyway, chipping away, 16 months, 17 months, just chipping away, chipping away. He said to me, Brendan, if I can just increase my income by a couple hundred Rand a month, 300, 400, 500 Rand a month, every month, consistently over 10 years, can you imagine what my income will look like? And that's exactly what he's done, chipping away. 16, 17 months in, 25,000 Rand a month, 300,000 Rand a year. I said it would take 2 years to get to 27 to 30,000 Rand. He's on track. He's on track. 2 years. He's got another, what, about 8 months left? When he's got those 8 months done, he'll be on 30,000. He will be. 360,000 Rand a year. And he's done it in 2 years, chipping away, chipping away. It is completely up to you. Go to our YouTube channel. There are 50, 60 testimony videos on our YouTube channel. Go and watch them. People earning 700 Rand a month, 3,000 Rand a month, 85,000 Rand a month. They're all there. Go and watch their stories about how they're using the DuePoint system to earn and whether they're actually getting paid or not. All right, good. Folks, that's the first way you earn. The second way you earn is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is our training program. This is how we train you. We train you from beginner to expert. Many of you will say, I don't know how to do this. I'm terrified of doing this. No problem. Through a step-by-step training program, we teach you how to become an expert wealth engineer here, how to build your channels and penetrate the market for us. As you complete the steps, we give you what we call XP points. They're not worth any rands or cents. It's just a measure of your experience with us and in our training program. As you advance and become more mature and experienced as a wealth engineer, naturally your channel starts to grow. And where you meet the 2 criteria in our training program, we rank you up in the training program. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In addition to the returns we were just talking about, we reward you. A little bit of cash in the beginning, help you get going. Then the cash gets a little bit more serious as your channel and your experience gets a bit more serious. And then we start to equip you with tools that we know are going to help you grow your channels. And rank 5, we give you an imported Lightning memory stick from the USA, plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa. It's filled with our presentations, downloads, testimonies, tools, everything that you need to talk to somebody or connect somebody to DuePoint anytime, anywhere in the country, whether you've got an internet connection or not. It's a powerful tool. Then in rank 7, we give you what we think is the most powerful tool, your own business card. Now, this is not a cheapy set. This is an imported set with 12,500 rand, gold gilded, gold printed, and custom made for you. The Ferrari of business cards. Now, when you give somebody one of these, they're going to ask you, what is DuePoint, and what do you do for them? It is a very powerful tool in growing your channels. And then, folks, at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size every year that you do as a rank 9, we take you and your family away for a 1-week holiday, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. Every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size. Now, there are no winners at DuePoint. There's no competitions, no prizes. Always drives me mad when I see that on Facebooking. I'm banning Facebook. No one's allowed to use Facebook, okay? You haven't seen their head office. They're not legitimate. Folks, this is all earned. In the DuePoint system, the criteria is the same for everybody. You do X and Y, you get Z. Everybody that gets to rank 9 goes away with us. At the end of this year, we're going away, December. It's not a lot of time. You've probably got about 100 days, okay? Unlikely any of you are going to make rank 9. Now, that's not to say that none of you would. Someone here might be a total superstar and get there. But now it's getting a bit tough. But you know what the beautiful thing about DuePoint is? We go every year. And you don't start at 0 in January. What you build this year is where you start next year. And so actually every year it gets easier and easier to get to rank 9 in our system. And if you rank 9, you come away with us. Now, here is actual footage of where we're going in December.
Sun where no one can see. You start
Yes, book my ticket. Book my room, book my ticket. I hear that a lot. And then my 90-day rule applies. Yeah, rank 9 is great. And we got 2 business class flights full of people going. We had 2 more families that qualified last month. They're coming with us. It's going to be a packed holiday. But it takes lots of work. You guys are rank 0 right now. You got to get to rank 9. It takes time and effort. This is not a 90-day exercise. It is a lifetime exercise. Now, at rank 11, we give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not rented to you. It's not financed through us. It's not given to you and taken away. It's your car. It's your car. Go to YouTube. You'll see us. You'll see some videos there on it. Folks, we hope that you will use it to build your freedom with DuePoint. That's what it does. Now, every month, as part of our training program, we run what is called Wealth Quests. Wealth Quests are different every month. They run strictly from the first to the last day of every month, and they've got criteria. And where you complete the criteria, you not only build great foundations to your channels, you're also rewarded with tools. Tools to help you grow your channels in the future. Some months it's an iPad, other months iPhones, smart TVs, data, Wi-Fi routers, cash, everything that you need is in there, and every month there's an opportunity for you to qualify and get the tool. This month we're talking about building the dream team. Those that complete the Dream Team Wealth Quest are going to get their own iPad. iPad, not banana, not tablet, iPad. The real deal, you peel it out the plastic when you get it. Anybody who knows the price of an iPad will know how valuable this month's particular quest is, okay? Now, there's not a lot of time left, okay? I'm pretty much sure that none of you are going to make it. That's all right. On the 1st of September, a brand new Wealth Quest will come out. In fact, I just saw it right now. It's going to be a good one. First is the next one, and then the 1st of October. There's an opportunity every month to do it. They run very strictly from the 1st to the 31st of every month. You can find more details about that, and Wealth Engineers, I encourage you to go and check all the details and terms and conditions on our website. Okay, do you remember the secret website you never go to? That one? DuePoint.net? Go there, read the criteria, make sure you walk away with the tool this month. So people say to me, how do we pay for this? How does this thing funded? That's a common question. Oh, I've done the maths and the maths doesn't work. Okay, sure, but there are so many accountants and actuaries in this building, you'd hope the maths would work. It does. What it does, in the traditional and financial services space, okay, we direct market to people. We spend hundreds of millions as companies on advertising on TV and radio stations and billboards and bathroom campaigns and SMS campaigns, everywhere. We stick adverts up. It costs the industry billions per annum on direct marketing to you. How do we fund that? Nobody ever asked that question. Well, what we do is we put that into the price of your product. When you pay for your funeral cover or your banking fees or your car cover or your home cover, 35 to 50% of that payment is next month's advertising. That's simply how we do it. Now here at DuePoint, we do exactly the same thing. We've built it into the price of the products, which means that instead of us now paying, because we don't ever do any advertising here, you're never going to see DuePoint anywhere, billboards, TV, you'll never see us there because we use you. Instead of me paying SABC, DSTV, that money is now available to you and your channel as you connect individuals to us here at DuePoint. That's the simple math. Now, there are 3 products that we as DuePoint facilitate the purchase of in your channels. Not you, us, okay? The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. Now, you've got to keep up with me. I'll spend 2 minutes on the products, okay? Because as a wealth engineer, you have one task to connect individuals to us, not one task to sell our products. So here's the answer to the pop quiz I'll give you afterwards. You're going to come to my accounting and say, Brenda, when I am selling your Access Wealth Plan, I'm going to say, no, that is the wrong question and the wrong answer. Okay? Now, so you connect people. We do the selling. Now, keep up with me. 3 products. First one, Access Wealth. Access Wealth costs 299 Rand a month. For the 299 Rand, you get your very own tax-free investment account, sits on Sanlam's portfolio. Okay? It is a no restriction, no notice, no maturing period investment account. The money is immediately available to you to withdraw at any stage. Okay? We take 100 Rand of the 299 Rand as a minimum contribution. You can contribute more if you want, but we take 100 Rand of the 299, we stick it in the investment account for you. Okay? And that money is yours. So the actual cost of this product is only 199 Rand. And for that, you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Now, our second product is our Wealth Guard. Our Wealth Guard costs 274 Rand a month, and for that, you get 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. You're undercover from the moment you've made your first payment. There's no waiting period, no deferred benefit period, no medical examinations or declarations, and no maximum age limit. You will have this product until your last breath if you pay for it. And that's a key thing. These are financial services you pay each month, okay? It's not upfront. You go to your bank and try and negotiate an upfront bank fees payment. You'll see how successful that goes, okay? And then the third product with us is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. This is a non-financial, non-banking, non-insurance product, okay? It is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. And for 274 Rand a month, you get to be a member. And as a member of our club, you get access to all of our corporately negotiated discounts, prices, vouchers, account managers. The value of this product is astronomical. We have so many testimonies of people that have used this product and saved a fortune. All of the people you're already spending money on. Hershey's, Checkers, Take a Lot, Yuppie Chef, Eagle Ford, all the people you're already spending money on. We have gone and negotiated our corporate discounts, and you get access to them as a member of our Wealth Points program. We love this product. We think it's, at the moment, market topping. Now, as a wealth engineer, you get access to the entire executive and management team here. Anytime, Monday to Saturday, you can book us during business hours, and we will sit with you and your team, train you, strategize with you, goal set. All the things you need, we will do for you at no cost to you. You get the facilities here at DuePoint. If you can get here Monday to Saturday, you can use them anytime. Free Wi-Fi, tea, coffee, boardrooms, breakaway rooms that you can use to be building your channel. You get them at no cost. You get all of our software and hardware maintained and upgraded for you at no cost. And folks, as I said, you get nationwide footprint. You can build your channel anywhere in South Africa because we're on YouTube and we live stream and everything is recorded. That happens at DuePoint. All of that you get as a wealth engineer. Now, the decision, therefore, we think is rather simple. None of you are going to ever quit your jobs to do this. And tonight, no money will pass from your hands to obtain this tool. So we feel very much like you should become a wealth engineer. But we feel more importantly that you should take the task quite seriously. It's one thing to become a wealth engineer and tomorrow you go, I'm never going to do anything with this thing, and that's fine. It'll never have cost you a cent. You'll move on with life. It won't have cost you a cent. But how much will you have lost if you choose to do nothing with this tool? We want you to take the tool and do it. If you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, it's very simple. Jump onto your phone, your tablet, hook into our free Wi-Fi on our iPads outside, and go to DuePoint.net, our website. Click the big blue apply button, fill out your details, and you're a wealth engineer. Instantly, you can start building right now, tonight. Okay? You'll receive a W number. That's yours. It is the beginning of your channel. You can make it magnificent. You can make it nothing. Okay? It'll be yours. We got all the tools for you. You can go to our information counter or order at info@DuePoint.net. All the tools. There's our USB stick with our presentations on it, 150 Rand. Get a wonderful set of business cards. You don't have to pay 12,500 Rand for them. These are much more reasonable. Okay? They're custom made for you by us. Remember I said you get the USB stick, the business cards, everything, then you do nothing after 100 days? Huh? Okay? You got the power block here. There's the power block for you whose phones keep dying when you're filling the application form out. That's a nightmare, trying to build a channel, but the get the power block. Okay? Wonderful conversation starter as well. All right? We got all the tools. Go and get the tools. Get fully equipped as you go out there. And then, folks, we are heading down to Durban. In fact, we're going to hit Durban and East London in the next couple of months. You want to build a multi-province channel? Well, we're here to assist. On the 16th of September, we are in Durban. Okay? We're in Durban. We're going to the Southern Sun Ilangeni. It's on the front road here by the beach in Durban. We've got a 500-seater venue. I think it's already like on 400 bookings. So there's only like 100 seats left. We only opened the booking on Saturday. So you must know. If you want to, and have got people in Durban and you want to get your channel going down in Durban, well, here's the event. Get yourself down there. Get your people to us. You must book, though, guys. You will not be let in without a ticket. So you've got to book on our event site. It doesn't cost any free tickets, but you've got to go to events on our website or events on our phone app and book your name and your guests, etc. on there if you want to come with. Two things. We'll do an intro presentation and training on that day. And I actually did the training today. It's going to be amazing. All right, so it's a good day for building channels outside of Gauteng if you're here. Or if you're in any other province and you want to build in KZN, that's your day. And then, folks, if you become a wealth engineer, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, you are the only province that needs our office to make us legitimate. All other 8 provinces are building quite successfully without bringing people here. Use the YouTube channel for your own convenience. Subscribe to it the moment you do. It's free. You go free to subscribe. You get pinged on your phone when we go live every day, and you get pinged on your phone every time a video is uploaded, which happens often. And then, folks, download our free app. Put it on your phone, your tablet. It plugs you straight into your channel in real time. In real time, you can see what's happening in your channel. You've got your tools there. You've got your training there, and all your personal details and documents are there. Anywhere in the world, anytime, at your fingertips. Make sure you get it. Now, you can see that we are very serious about what we're doing here. Very serious. Not only in the type of business that we're doing, but in our objective of equipping South Africans to create income for themselves. We're very serious about it. If you've got questions or concerns, come and ask us. We had to answer the questions ourselves. We had to, in forming this business. So come and ask us the questions and get yourselves this tool this evening. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you outside. Thanks to all of you who have watched us live tonight.